So, hi there everybody. Time for me to comment on your comments and answer your questions. And we start with Rizgar. Great to see you, Rizgar. His political career reached its apogee, peak, summit, climax, meridian, zenith, culmination about 2 years ago. Yes, that's pretty good. I like all your synonyms. And Rizgar, if you do not believe that his career reached its apogee zenith peak 2 years ago, I cannot analyze further. That's great. Well done. And Deanna? I think that's Deanna. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that says Deanna. Very interesting. Glad you think so. To accomplish or to achieve. Great to see you, Diana. And, okay, Falern. Hi, Falern. Nice to see you. Hello, sir. The word incisive in my language translates to sharp and keen and I can collocate it with sharp objects. For example, incisive knife, blade, tools, pencil. Or is it related to teeth only? And its figurative usage about people, clear thinking. Okay, I'll do the dross in a second. Incisive. I think in English we nearly always use it figuratively. Incisive nearly always talks about thought. The reason I've got teeth there is because of the teeth that are incisors. He made an incisive cut with the knife. You could, but it's much less common. So for learn, you can, but it's not common. Incisive for me is for a comment that is clear, it's to the point, it's relevant, it's pithy. Yeah, pithy. Okay, and dross means nonsense. Dross means rubbish left over. I have a feeling that the original meaning of dross is something to do with something left over from the process of making textiles. Yeah, but dross means rubbish, boring, uninteresting nonsense, as you say. Okay. I took out the good things out of the bag and left the dross, the everyday, ordinary, boring, useless things. Okay, Mr. Music, thank you. I shall listen later. And okay, so good evening, Patricia. It looks like YouTube's allowed you to. So, bonsoir, dear teacher. Has Sir Henry been to the coiffeur's recently, or are my eyes playing tricks on me? The little curls and twirls and the amber street lights purling through my swirling dishevelled locks under my burgundy beret. A beret's a hat, when I'm lost in idle reverie. I haven't been to the hairdresser recently, but I do need to go. Yeah, well, I don't go to the hairdresser. Normally I get my dear daughter to cut it for me. Gazing at the patterned cobblestones in the narrow, dimly lit passage, could it be that Axel de F was in the carriage when he was thinking of Marie Antoinette? I have this sudden sinful urge for brioche, yum yum, swoon swoon. Fools rush in where wise men never go. Okay, I like this because the normal saying is fools rush in where angels fear to tread, but she's twisted it a little bit and it makes it quite nice and literary. But wise men never fall in love, so never will they know, etc. Look at this nice little inversion here as well. In the apogee of an addled brain. It is the apogee of an addled brain, and you cannot scold because I ain't blotto. Okay, she's used bad English here on purpose. That ain't, yeah? But it gives effect to it. It's a change in tone. But maybe I should be. Have a buoyant bombshell, but not too blottoed weekend. Let it be blue-blooded, thoroughbred, bread, breakfast, and brioche. Okay, I love the bees. Please don't get waylaid and concoct us some celestial vaporous videos in heavenly or hedonistic keeping with them playful pixie planets. Okay, that's very nice as well. This them echoes the ain't. It should be those, but I'm certain she's done this on purpose as well. That sounds a soupçon baroque, a soupçon, a little bit baroque. So you can rock it and sluice the syrup in the bargain to Crocodile Rock. Okay, that's a really nice piece of writing, and yet it's full of these nice blue shapes as well. That's a lovely piece of writing, P. Well done. I love it. I love the changes in tone to it as well. So, Mohammed, every day in the morning I find my hair just unkempt with a lot of cowlicks in different places of my head. My hair is a disaster normally. Okay, and static. War is the apogee of human stupidity, a good example. In fact, Einstein hit the nail on the head when he said two things in the universe are infinite. The universe and human stupidity. And he wasn't sure about the universe. Very good static. I love it. And static again. The moon looks a bit smaller in size when it's at its apogee in its orbit around the Earth. Yes, very definitely. Good. Naif, thanks. My pleasure, Naif. And great from Roland. Great to see both you and Naif. And Hamza. Hi, Hamza Rami. You are the best. I'd happily indulge myself to your videos and learn better usage of language. You are the Prince of English. So, wow, thank you. Thank you, Hamza. Great to hear you. And thanks, Ossie. Thanks for watching, Ossie. And Maria Ma, or Maria Ma, I don't know. Hi, Maria. So, Mary. It's not Maria, it's Mary. Sorry. My game plan was to increase the price for the products I sell after I sent out the notification. So my game plan was to increase the price. I would probably say but 4 does work for the products I sell. After I sent out the notification, my customers did not respond. I think my game plan backfired on me. Good use of backfire, Mary. Thank you. And Kinza Alzai. Great to see you, Kinza. Thank you so much for this simple and lucid presentation, sir. I struggled badly with the subject of ergative verbs, but I'm clear now. Good. Ergative verbs are verbs that the subject and the object are changeable. You can move them around. The verbs go in both directions. And Nora, great to see you. Conducive means leading to, very definitely. Hard work is conducive to improvement, very definitely. And Talent Hunt, hi Talent Hunt. Great. Great you are great, great, comma. You are really great. I appreciate your video. A very good morning from India. So good morning to you, Talent Hunt. Great to see you. And Gudong Wang. Hi, Gudong. Hi, I Swear English. It's great you have made these videos. I suppose it would be greater if you could add some subtitles or pictures to illustrate what you are speaking about. Subtitles should be there. Subtitles are available by AVAILABLE in YouTube. So let me put the word automatic. Subtitles are available in my YouTube. Sorry about this, guys and girls. Videos. If they're not, it's a YouTube problem. Abid, great to see you, Abid. I've got you this time. I need to think pragmatically. Good English. Legitimately, meaning. Okay, if something is legitimate, it means it's justifiable. It follows the law. It follows the rules. So this is a legitimate thing to do. It's reasonable. Yeah? So if something is legitimate, you are doing it within your legal right, or if you're playing a game, it doesn't break the rules, or um, if yeah, it means it's reasonable, it's morally okay. Yeah, so it's perfectly legitimate for you to do this. It's the same effectively as legal, reasonable. Thank you, Abid. Great to see you. Ha, down there, over there, down here, over here. What's the difference? This one's very difficult. Down there, over there. Watch this. Over there, I can, or down there, I can see. I think the down normally gives the idea of further along. There's one there, and there's another one down there. Notice I'm pointing upwards on purpose because I know it says down. Over there, in that place, down here. I think, yeah, here there's one, and down here there's another one. I don't think there's any difference to them at all. They're all informal, and I think you could use them interchangeably. I don't. I get the feeling that down means further along from something. Yeah, the over in that place. That's a great question. I would say no difference, Abid. And Mohammed, there was a sort of strange voice at the beginning of the video. It terrified me. I kind of felt I'm watching a horror movie that has a terrifying made up track. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a look at it. Get a conk out. And Mannequin, hi Mannequin. I'm an avuncular person. Good English. He's an avuncular person for the youth. Good. The avuncular man always helped me with my homework. Good. He's the avuncular person for the community. I guess I would say he's an avuncular person because the says he's the only one, but it works. My avuncular mentor raised me since I was 4 years old, and he always had me reading books. I like this, had me reading books. Nice. The avuncular. No, avuncular is an adjective. The avuncular man, the avuncular gentleman, the avuncular lady taught me how to update my system. So, not a noun. The avuncular person. AV, there's a U missing. Okay. The avuncular man really changed. The avuncular man really changed my life when I needed a role model. Okay. And Smin, hi Smin, great to have you. People won't let it slide if the ruler impinges on their financial right. Okay, Smin, I would probably normally say financial rights, but right is okay if you're talking about it uncountably. And Smin again, the future of the country looks glum because such a perfidious person has become president-elect. Great English, Smin. Gabby, hi Gabby. Can I use depleted when there is nothing left in it? Or is depleted when there is some of it left? For example, if I say my phone battery is depleted, would it mean that the battery is completely drained out? I guess you could use it meaning it's completely drained out, but I think you would need to say completely depleted, because if you just say my battery's depleted, it's not clear if it's just reduced or there is nothing left. So yes, you can, but I would add is completely depleted, is totally depleted. Yeah, I would add some sort of adjective to that. So I think depleted, really from that word we get the inference that the level has been reduced, but normally not to zero, although you could use it like that. And Smin, hi Smin. Two congressmen abetted the presidential candidate in covering his corruption scandal, LE's, by promoting him as a clean politician. Good English, Smin. And Mannequin. Her performance was at her apogee. Yeah. My anger was at its apogee. I guess because we're referring to anger. Yeah? The fight reached its apogee. That's much better. When it got bloody. Okay, thank you, Mannequin. And Ginty, great to see you again, Ginty. Yeah, get the sack. Ooh, this is in Brick Lane Market in London. Yeah, on an unpropitious turn of events, he has been gotten. No, he got, not has been gotten. He has gotten the sack. Okay, to get the sack. You can't use this passively. Which comes to him like a bolt from the blue. And 'twas so disgruntling a tide for him. And 'twas so disgruntling a tide for him. Wow, that's a really nice piece of writing. It was such a disgruntling tide for him. It was so disgruntling a tide for him, that reads beautifully, that he could not think anything better than hitting the sack to go to bed. That's great. Well done, Ginty. Great to see you. And Navanitha. After that science fiction film released, lose the released. After that science fiction reached its apogee. Ah, I understand what you're trying to say. After that science fiction film, the film industry... So, after that science fiction film was released, it reached its apogee in the film industry at once. Okay, so after that science fiction film was released, comma, it reached its apogee in the film industry at once. Thank you, Navanitha. And Ginty, hi Ginty. Luke's grandfather was a renowned Procrustean. He had seen what his firebrand grandchild had been doing in the name of championing his cause. He would turn over in his grave. Okay, had he seen if. Very nice, Ginty. And Raids or Rades. Hey, alright, Gormless. Good to see you, Raids. And Navanitha again. Hi, Navanitha. When his business was hit at its apogee, good, his competitors started to envy, I would say envy the development of his business. Thank you, Navanitha. And, okay. Hi, AK. Great to see you. Hi, AA as well. So, yeah, have a wonderful weekend, all of you. Take care. It's glad to know you're both fine. Take care. And Rin Ragav. Hi, Vin. You never really reach your apogee. In other words, there is always a chance for self-improvement. A chance for improvement of your current self. I quite agree with that. Yeah, we are always growing in one way or another. The scientist could never reach his apogee because the research he was working on for his entire life was stolen prior to its close completion. That's very good English, Vin. And congrats on the silver button. Thank you very much. And AK. When I was sitting in the park, a man blew a waft of tobacco smoke in my face. Very nasty. When I yelled at him, to my utter surprise, he did it again. You could say he did that again. I think it is probably more normal, though. And AK. I was talking to my friend, but she couldn't hear me, as my voice was drowned out by the songs that guy living below me was playing. Which wafted through the apartment. Good English. Well done, AK. And Nazar Mohammed, great to see you. The same, get one's back up. Absolutely, it gets my goat, it gets my back up. Very definitely, Nazar. Keystone, hi Keystone. The smell of his fart wafted through the room. Oh, it's good use of waft. And Vin. Some people of my village, instead of throwing away the trash, burn it. Burn it. And the smell wafts through my terrace. Can this be used for sentences referring to something other than just smell or odour? For example, the love wafted in the air when everyone saw them reuniting again. You could, yeah? You need to be careful how you use it, but you can definitely use it metaphorically. I want to know if this word can be, if I can use this word for rumours. I think you can. The rumour wafted around the city. It's very metaphoric. It sounds a bit literary, but I definitely think it works for both this love and for this rumour as well. The aroma emanated from the food and wafted across the room. Good work, AJ. And Smin, the disgusting odour of waste from the food processor wafted into the living room. Good English, Smin. And, wow, Manji. Hi, Manji. Great to see you. Wish you could see my cat's faces. Okay, you've dropped the I here. It's reasonable. It makes it informal, very informal. Wish you could see my cat's faces when the smell of fish wafts through the kitchen. They become crazy. When the saint touched my bowed down head with his palm, I felt as if a fresh and tranquil breeze wafted into my soul. This is lovely. I really like this this is a simile because as if. Yeah, it's really, really nice. And hi there, AA. Whoops. I wish I had a chance to see your feline friends, Manjira. They're so lucky to have such a caring owner. I think they must be over the moon. Good English. What's more, the second sentence sounds tranquilly spiritual. Love it. Adverb, adjective. And makes people contemplate changing their lives by seeking guidance from others. I love the way, by the way, I love your examples, Manjira. Great work. So do I. She writes very well. Thanks a lot, dear friend. Your writing inspires me too. AA, my pleasure. That's encouraging. I still have a long way to go. I think your writing is much better than mine. And Manji says, now you flatter me. I think Manji has quite a lot more experience, life experience than you, though, as well. She's read a lot of literature, a lot of quality English literature, and she knows how to construct these things. Yeah, her English is lovely. And Ginty, hi Ginty. To the best of my recollection, my grandmother did tell me that in the village where she belonged, there was this lad who married, his paternal cousin. As a result of that, the village folks sent the whole family to Coventry. Good English, to send to Coventry, to turn your back on, to refuse to speak to. My pleasure, Manji. Thanks for watching. AK. The ghost of the old lady is said to walk around the village at nights. Her cry and laughter waft through the village. That's very good. I love it, AK. That's really very literary. I like it. And hi Manji. Wish you all unlimited happiness today. My dear sir and friends, it's World Happiness Day. That's a lovely wish. The same to you too, Manji. And AK says, wishing you the same. Do pray for me. Everyone deserves to be happy. And AA, thank you for your warm words, Manjira. The most crucial thing is to cherish happiness for its elusiveness. Sometimes do social animals feel frustrated about their lives due to difficulties they go through. However, not giving up and finding solutions for problems are the key powers to make a difference. I quite like what you've done here. Sometimes do social animals feel. You've added an inversion. This is a voluntary inversion, but it works very well. Thank you, A. And Manji, how beautifully narrated, dear. Yes, it was nice. God bless you, dear. And thank you so much. Glad you liked it. Wonderful weekend to all of you. Yes, it does. It sounds very good. Yeah, this sometimes do social animals. This adds a literary touch to it. And that's makes a difference. And AK, the student was trying to hide that she was inebriated, drunk, but the smell of alcohol wafted through the school, and he got suspended. Good English, AK. Smin, when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I performed gentacular ablutions before the sunrise. Good English, Smin. AK, when he showed up to her new school, okay, so notice he and she are different people. The vibration of fear wafted into her body and she fainted. I think you mean she here, but when he showed up, maybe her father, to the girl's new school, the vibration of fear wafted into her body and she fainted. Yes, this works. You're asking about waft with more metaphorical meanings. Very definitely. So, Navanitha. Hi, Navanitha. So, when I was at my friend's garden, the fragrance of the flowers wafted around there, and that invigorated me. Good English, Navanitha. Fran, good morning, Fran. Great to see you. When I came into the elevator, the smell of perfume was wafting intensely. Sometimes it's nice, lol. Good English, Fran. And Sheed, hi. I assume before the Revolution, French royalty was at its apogee under the reign of Louis XIV, with the construction of the Palace of Versailles, 1623 to 1682. It took 59 years to finish up Versailles, and nearly 100 million livres. Okay, I guess this is money. Livres, pounds, francs. Yeah, okay, I think you mean leave. Okay, thank you, Sheed. I'm still wondering about this livres. It's probably a currency. To me, livre is a French word for pounds. Yeah, probably pounds of gold or something like that. AA, hi AA, hi, hello dear teacher and everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Could you explain the meaning of these sentences to us? I wonder if they would sound natural. Thank you very much for answering my questions once again. Making dinner, I enjoyed delicious smells. Making dinner, I enjoyed delicious smells. Okay, it works. This making at the beginning implies a while at the beginning. While making dinner, I enjoyed delicious smells, but it works without the while. Making dinner, I enjoyed delicious smells. Dinner being made, I enjoyed the smells. So now this is saying due to the fact that after the fact that dinner had been made, I enjoyed the smells. So different meaning. The boy being your son, you're responsible for his actions. Yep, the boy being your son, you're responsible for his actions. Yes, this does work. I think I would probably use the phrase as the boy is your son, but the boy being your son, you're responsible for his actions. It being late, this works very nicely. We decided to come back. Very good. It being late, we decided to come back. Good. This works very nicely. Due to the fact that it was late. The rule having been answered, we skip to analysing the question. The rule. Let's see, I'm less worried about the structure, more about the vocabulary. The rule having been dealt with, we skipped to analysing the sentence. The rule having been dealt with, we skipped to analysing the sentence. Yes, it works. The chapter having been read twice. The chapter having been read twice, the books were closed and the girls were examined. Careful of this examine, because it gives me the idea that they were given a physical examination. I think were given an examination, but that's not your question. The chapter having been read twice, the books were closed. Yeah, I think it works. Time permitting, we will go there, very definitely. He turned and went, we following him. Yeah, I guess that works as we following him. I went out, my gun hanging, very definitely. One morning he stood in front of the shop. Yeah, definitely. His nose almost pressed to the shop window. Yeah, these sentences work fine. Let's see. I'm probably most worried about this one, the books were closed, but I'm pretty sure it works. The rule having been dealt with, we skipped, very definitely. Yeah, I think all of your sentence works, AA. I'm happy with all of them. Hi, Nitu. He's exceedingly possessive about his wife, so whenever she speaks to any man, jealousy wafts out of him. You see, AK, this is another one, jealousy wafting out of him. I love it. The smart woman can easily sense the simmering waft of jealousy. Great English. I love it, Nitu. Well done. And she'd. At the autumn, so I would just say at autumn, no the. At autumn, I like watching dead leaves falling down from branches and wafting along the air to gently land on the ground. Very good English, she'd. And Hadi Hassan, hi Hadi. Waft and weft. Can it be used in meaning too? Waft. I'm pretty sure think you mean warp and weft. I think it's the warp. I'm pretty sure you can't use waft for this. I might be wrong though. She reeked of a waft of disloyalty. Very good work, Anonymous. I love it. And so, Rizgar, hi. The smell of her perfume wafted around the room. And I started coughing. The smell of her perfume wafted around the room, and I started coughing. Very definitely. And, ooh, okay, this is Roland. The Dust Bowl, the dust storm, and the Great Depression connived to banish people from their lands. The choking dust annihilated crops and perished livestock. I would use that the other way round, and livestock, uncountable, perished. And livestock perished from Texas to Nebraska. Livestock perished. And from Texas to Nebraska, farmers were bereft of their only source of income. Thereby a significantly large number of people set off with all of their impedimenta in hope of finding jobs somewhere else. California appeared to be a promising land for many of them, whereby these desperate people settled down and chased the elusive American dream in the sun-kissed region of the USA. I think California appeared to be a promising land for many of them, whereby these desperate people could settle down and chase. Yeah, whereby these desperate people could settle down and chase. It is the social and historical background of John Steinbeck's novel, which the literary experts consider his magnum opus. Good. The main character of The Grapes of Wrath is the Joad family, who wants to find a job in the promised land. They are welcomed with hostility in California by local people. The new immigrants are called Okies, by virtue of the fact that most of the immigrants came from Oklahoma. That's really interesting. You've got San Francisco and Oakland. Or is it the other way around? Oh, yeah, and Oakland. And I guess this is from Okies, and where the Okies lived, the poor side of it. The economic mayhem decimated the number of available jobs and the immigrants, the number of available jobs and the immigrants. Therein lies the vexing problem for the new arrivals, including the Joad family, who only find transient seasonal work uncountable. And to make matters worse, greedy landlords take advantage of these deprived people. The visceral prejudice and their meagre amount of resources force them to live on the margin of society. They are engaged in an inexorable struggle for their national existence and economic power. The novel gives a perceptive insight for the readers into the quotidian struggle of the influx of immigrants I would say into California during the 1930s. That's a very nice piece of writing. Well done, Roland. You always have written very well. I love it. Good work. Well done, Roland. And Ronnie Silver. Hi, Ronnie. A man is a rational animal. Ha ha ha. I enjoyed watching and listening to your explanation. Sir, it's captivating, apart from learning. Okay, but apart from educative. Yeah, man's a rational animal. Come off it. I love it. Thank you, Ronnie. And, okay, the answer to yesterday's was put down. People impugned the election result. Very good indeed to impugn, to say this isn't right. Very good. And Falern. Hi, Falern. Thank you for explaining he claimed indigence and his being, but in the dictionary the sentence was just that, and it didn't have an ending after being, and I thought it was used as an adjective. I have a feeling this is a mistake in the dictionary, and his being, I want to know what else goes next, just like you. Okay, thank you for learn. And, hello sir. I never saw her wearing a gown. Good. I never saw her with a gown on. I never saw her in a gown. All three correct, AK. Perfect. And, would progress on work in the same way? The on would emphasize. Okay, so I would like you to progress on this project, to progress on. This one's different for learn. I think I would probably use and progress onwards and progress on. You could use it, yeah. So go down the street, get to the bank, and progress on further. Although, again, I would prefer onwards. I think this one, it would work as emphasis, but I would prefer onwards. And could you tell me if aquatory is a word? Because I couldn't find it in dictionaries online, and it exists in my language. Aquatory. I've never heard the word aquatory. I guess this is about water. Let me write it down. I'll have a look later. Aquatory. I don't think so. As a property of water. Maybe. Okay, good morning, Patricia. Great. Good morning, dear teacher. I was considering with a C the composition of a painting. As if by magic, the colours in the video mesh with the colours in my painting. Its image in my head. Very good. There will be metal greys, straight, soft and curved oblique lines, and stripes of white and navy blue. I happen to be wearing a similar top. Good. There will be two rounded pillars of soft yellow pink, brown tan satin. Whoops. Brown tan satin. I love this. Brown tan satin. Emerging upright in the pale, lucid, warm sunlight of the early morning. Wow, this is so descriptive. From the heavy convolution of a flimsy white and rose-flowered bedsheet with pale green lacy foliage. That's really good. So you're actually describing a bed sheet. That's brilliant. Yeah, but as a flower. There will also be a tiny pink plastic toy spade in the composition. It was there together with other paraphernalia in a silver wine basket. You have a similar one in one of your videos. I have all the textures and the sounds I need. The wood, the metal, the skin, the knees, the pillared thighs, the child's plastic toy with its supple, firm, curved ridges. It looks small, pretty and delicate like a flower, with a pink pliable twisting notch stem. Wow, pink pliable twisting notch stem. Very good. The soft feel of the sheet. The picture is very concise, precise and clear in my head. Maybe I will call a spade a spade. Sounds like a lovely picture. That's a brilliant description of it. That really is. Yeah? These are quite pretty. You look quite excited about it. It sounds like a brilliant picture. Thank you for painting a verbal picture of it. That's just such good English. That really is. And AK. Hello. If I'm not wrong, could have been doing or could be doing can be used in two situations. He could be doing this for free, and he's not doing it for free. But he could. It's hypothetical. He could be sitting on the keys. Here the speaker thinks that there are odds of him sitting on the keys. Okay, this is very good. Very good. Let's see. AK, notice the word could is the conditional of can. It's the past simple of can. And it's the imperfect subjunctive of can. And that's the point. Past simple, conditional, and imperfect subjunctive. Okay, so he could be doing this for free. He would be able to do this for free. Yeah, but ability. He could be sitting on. Yeah, he could be sitting, and this one is second one is an imperfect subjunctive right now. Okay, and that's one other thing. The same goes for could have been doing. His keys were lost. I think he could have been sitting on the keys. Chance. When he was busy playing, he could have been studying. Hypothetical. Yes. Yes. Okay. And notice you're using different. Okay. I think he possibly was while he was busy playing. It's possible again he was studying. Yes, and this is what makes these so difficult, AK. And Aditi, hi Aditi, eking something out. Very good, to eke out, to make last. When COVID was around, there were rumours of it wafting into the air. Very true, AK. What else can I say? When COVID was was around, was spreading, was moving around, was in its epidemic phase. That's quite good. When COVID. One of the easy ways to do this, AK, when you've got a problem, is change the subject. So you change the way you start it. So, change that when. During COVID, there were rumours. In times of COVID, yeah, if you just change your beginning, it suddenly becomes much easier if you end up in a problem. Hair and vibes, ringing. Nope, it's not right. Try again. Vibes. I'm most honoured that you didn't get this one because your English is normally pretty good. To ring. Yeah, to wring out. Normally you wring out a piece of wet clothing or something like that. And Patricia, is it eking out? Yes, it is eking out, P. I think you often see this expression in to eke out a living. I was thinking about that expression, but I wanted something a little bit more difficult. Something like that, to make things go a long way, like a piece of chewing gum. Not to blow up your dough on wine. I would lose the up, not to blow your dough. It even rhymes better. Not to blow your dough on wine, chicks and frivolous and futile, albeit fertile frolics. Oh, I like this black and white scheme. Very two-tone. Well, with the blue tone as well. Here. Good. Well done. And Dommy goes for number 1, and I believe was number 1 eke out. I'm not sure. Somebody out there help me. I can check it later, but I think it was number 1 to eke out. And Sean chooses ringing. Sorry, Sean. Try again. I think I've stumped a lot of people with this one. And Arif, fantastic, excellent. Such a beautiful way to explain. Thanks, fantastic. Thank you very much. And let's refresh this. There'll probably be some more. If you enjoyed the video, let me get this bit in first. Give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon, unless we've got some more, which I'm sure we do. And very definitely. Okay, so we've got one for Patricia here. Hi P, great to see you. The soft pale morning sunlight drifted through the window, mingling with the forest fern fragrance of her satin skin, wafting the sounds of the pelting rain and claps of thunder from her mobile through the air, sending them helter-skelter all around the room, making muffled, ethereal echoes in the contained atmosphere of the 4 walls, and floating into every inch particle and interstice of every object in the room. That's a real good one, P. Well done. I love it. I love the alliteration. It sounds really good. It's very descriptive. And James here. Hi, James. Yes, eke out is the right answer. And Seema. Pew. A tough one. All the words are so close, but I think in the given context, it is the scarce amount of money to last until the end of the month, as the supply of money to be available by being used skimpily. So in the sense of the money to remain available as a supply, I think lasting out seems appropriate. I hope I'm right in analysing, but even in if otherwise, it will be a good learning point. So, sorry, Seema. Try again. Sorry. Okay, and let's just give this another little refresh. And that's probably it for this one. So, yeah, it's been quite a long one, hasn't it? And remember, there'll be a live stream this evening as well. Okay, Afzal, eking suitable here. Well done, Afzal. And that's it. Bye-bye.